Alright, two-step equations. Walks you through the steps, just like I did. Right? It says to solve a two-step equation, undo the addition and subtraction first to get rid of the constant, and then undo the multiplication and division to get rid of the coefficient. Get rid of the constant, then the coefficient. Right? So, 6x plus 8 equals 50. It's a positive 8, so we're going to subtract 8 from both sides. We're left with 6x equals 42. Now we're left with 6 times x, so we're going to divide both sides by 6. We're left with x equals 7, because 42 divided by 6 is 7. Right? Get rid of the constant first. We're going to add 5. Because it's in negative 5, we're going to add 5. We're doing the opposite, the inverse. Because we added 5 to this side, we have to add 5 to this side. We're left with 2n equals 16. Divide to get rid of the 2, to get rid of the coefficient. We're left with n equals 8. Here's the best part about math. You can substitute your answer back in to make sure you have the right answer. So, on this one, if I'm saying x equals 7, how many other subjects can you double check and make sure you have the right answer? Okay, x equals 7. I'm saying that this has to equal 7. Let's find out. 6 times 7 plus 8 should it equal 50. If this is true, then you have the right answer. If this is false, you have the wrong answer. And you need to double check it and go back and figure out what you did wrong. 6 times 7 is 42. Remember order of operations. 42 plus 8. This is a true statement. True. So you know you have the right answer. Alright, let's check this one. N is 8. Alright, so that means 2 times 8 minus 5 has to equal 11. Order of operations says multiplication. 16 minus 5 has to equal 11. 11 equals 11. Again, true. It's true. Let's do one wrong so you can see what that would look like if we tried to prove it. Alright, so we have 13 equals negative 4 times k plus 9. Alright, so what if we, instead of subtracting 9, what if we add 9? Add 9 to both sides. Right? Now we have 24 equals negative 4k. We divide by negative 4. We're left with k equals negative 6. So what if we say that's our answer? But we took the time to go back and double check. Let's plug it back in and see if we're right. 13 should be equal to negative 4 times negative 6 plus 9. 13 should be equal to 24 plus 9. 13 should be equal to 33. This is false. This is how you know you have the wrong answer. This is not true. Right? So you need to go back, figure out what you did wrong, figure out where you made your mistake. Be like, oh, this is wrong. And then I'll be like, oh, this is positive 9. This should have been negative 9. Let's see if that changes my answer. 13 minus 9 is 4. Oh, that's interesting. Negative 4k. These cancel out. Always check to make sure you did it right. If you did it right, it should cancel out. If you end up with a false statement, you have the wrong answer. Alright, divide by negative 4. We're left with k equals negative 1. Because any number over itself is 1. Any number over itself 1. All right, so we're left with k equals negative 1. Now let's see if we get it right this time. Let's double check our answer again. Instead of putting in negative 6, all right, we're going to put in negative 1. 13 should equal 4 plus 9, because negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. 13 should equal 13. This is how you know you have the right answer. This is not the answer. This is you double checking your work so that you know this is the right answer. This is just you checking your work. This is how you get the right answer. All right, let's do a couple more. Couple with fractions, just to get you in the right frame of mind. All right, x divided by 2 minus 7 equals 9. Remember, get rid of the constant, then the coefficient. Right? This is your constant. It's negative 7, so we're going to add 7 to both sides. We're left with x over 2 equals 16. This is x divided by 2. The opposite is to multiply. So multiply both sides by 2. You're left with x equals 32. You're welcome to check your work. 32 divided by 2 would be 16. Minus 7 would give you 9. That's the correct answer. It doesn't take you 10 seconds to double check your work. And it guarantees a correct answer. I don't know why you wouldn't check your work. Alright, get rid of the constant. You're left with 3 equals c over negative 5. Alright, c divided by negative 5. So the opposite is multiplication. These are going to cancel. Negative 15 equals c, and I'm going to flip it around because I can. I like the variable to be on the left. It's just, it looks more right. They're both right. This one just looks more right. If I want to plug that in, negative 15 divided by negative 5 is positive 3 plus 8 will give me that 11. Double check your work. There's no reason not to. You have plenty of time. Alright, again, get rid of the constant, 3/5 x, then get rid of the coefficient, which in this case is a fraction. Do you remember how we get rid of fractions? Flip and multiply.
Attention, Phoenix family, does anyone have a guest, Zaxxon Sanford, here with them? Please alert the office. Zaxxon Sanford, or please come to the front office. Thank you.
X equals 30 over 3. 30 divided by 3 is 10. If it can be simplified, simplify it. If it can't be simplified, you can leave it like that. That's fine with me. Alright? Get rid of the constant. Then get rid of the coefficient, in this case a negative fraction. So we're going to flip and multiply. Right? So just follow the steps. Get rid of the constant, then the coefficient. And remember, if the coefficient is a fraction, just flip and multiply. Alright, let's see what we got. Watch out. These examples are slightly different, just enough to blow your mind, of course. Alright, so most of the time, 97% of the time, you will get rid of the coefficient, the constant, and then the coefficient. But because these have this large divider bar that has like a group above it, you can pretend that there are invisible parentheses. That means this divider bar is a grouping symbol, right? So you actually have to deal with that first. You have to get rid of those invisible parentheses first. To get rid of the invisible parentheses, we need to get rid of this. All right? So let's put